Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new elite family of woods and irons from Callaway.
Felt like I was driving the ball really well. Golf becomes a lot easier. We can do that. And even though North is a little bit easier than South, it still presents its challenges, and you still got to hit the shots. So super happy with the way that we kind of came out of the gates today and played some good golf.
On paper, this would be a property that feels like it really fits your game. Is that how it feels when you go around it?
I think, I like when you hit a lot of drives, and I felt like I did that a lot today and probably going to do the same tomorrow. So, any golf course, when it looks like this, when you have the views, and Torrey Pines is a really, really cool place, and, looking forward to tomorrow.
How is the new surgically repaired knee holding up?
Yeah, it's good. I haven't had any issues since the surgery, so it's really nice. Even though I think Maui was the ultimate test for that. I got some blisters on my feet, but that's another story. But the knee was holding up nice, and really looking forward to coming back into playing a lot of tournaments back-to-back instead of playing one and then two off and then playing one and two off. So I'm looking forward to a nice stretch of golf.
Awesome. And paired with you today was Sahith Theegala, who's a Ryder Cup hopeful, and then Keegan Bradley, who will be the captain of Team USA. Obviously, you're a Ryder Cup vet. Was there any banter there about the Ryder Cup potentially today, or saving that for tomorrow?
Well, I wouldn't call myself a vet, but it was definitely, it was cool. Keegan is a nice player. It's fun to play with him and his caddy are having a good time, and Sahith's obviously a really good player too. So no real chirping back and forth going on today. Maybe that will come closer to Bethpage.
Anything else? We talked about your chipping kind of pre-tournament, some of the stuff you did this offseason. Other than getting healthy in that, any other kind of offseason priorities that you were working on?
No, to be fair, I feel like I'm a pretty good spot in terms of the way I was swinging it, and at this point I'm not really trying to reinvent anything. There's always things you want to improve on, and especially with the way I was hitting my driver kind of towards the end of last year and early in the fall, I wasn't super pleased with it. So a couple of things to do, but overall, I was nice to see that today, that it kind of going in an upward trajectory. And hopefully, we can keep that up because it'll be important on these golf courses coming up.
Knowing you have 3 straight days of the South Course on the horizon, how do you kind of assess that and build off of what you did on North?
Yeah, I love it. I love big boy golf courses. I think it's my favorite type of golf to play. You got to hit the shots, execute the shots, hit the fairways, hit the greens. So I like my chances when it looks like that. Looking forward to 3 more days over there.
Is that a big advantage, though, to play that same course 3 straight times going into the week?
There is a little bit of adjustment to the green speeds and those things. So right after I'll have lunch today, I'll go back and do some speed on the greens just to kind of go back to the South Court greens because they're all a little bit different. But overall, even though North is a little easier, there's still some challenges, and you still got to play really good golf.
6 under today in the first round. Can you take us through your round? What was working for you? It was bogey-free.
Yeah, it was. I got a lot out of it. I hit it. I hit some pretty wayward shots, but on the North Course, you can kind of get away with it. Putted well, had some good up and downs, and then kind of got in a groove towards the 18 to 1 and 2, started hitting it a little bit better, and we had a great group. Andrew and Sig, we were kind of feeding off each other, having a good time. So it was an enjoyable day in a beautiful place.
It's your 7th time here. You just mentioned it's a beautiful place. What's your comfort level on this place? It's challenging, but
this is usually like one of the biggest questions or most frequent questions we get from Pro-Am guys is your favorite place on tour, and this is always mine. So I love coming here. I love Torrey. Starting on North, it's really important to get off to a good start, knowing you're going to play South 3 days in a row. So it's nice to have a little cushion, a little bit of momentum going into a much tougher golf course. So that was a goal today. Hopefully shoot 4 under or better, and so was able to do that. And the tough part's coming. This is kind of the welcome. The first couple weeks are pretty easy to start the year at least, and then South Course at Torrey's kind of when the PGA Tour starts showing its teeth. So it's an exciting week, fun challenge.
You mentioned it's one of your favorites. What about Torrey Pines makes it one of your favorites?
I like long, hard golf courses, and this is one of them. Thick, rough. You got room off the tee, but hitting fairways is really important. So you can kind of be creative. If you get out of position, I hit a 7 wood from 210 yards today from the rough, just 50 yards short of the green. So the rough is really good. Course is in great shape, so it takes kind of everything to play well here.
Lanto, you shot 63 in the final round of Q School this year to get full status back this season. After having to go through the pressure cooker of Q School with it coming back this year, what did that final round of Q School do to maybe give you more confidence in yourself or confidence in your ability to close under pressure?
It was huge. Being on a medical is tough, and I was on a medical from surgery for a year and a half, and mentally it's tough every week, just being in that position. So that ending and then being able to win Q School and have another full year, you kind of feel like you have life again. Doesn't make it easy, but but it's a heck of a lot easier than I would have been if I hadn't had that good final round. So definitely a little more relaxed in tournament weeks, but the urgency is still there. Trying to look at it, being grateful to have another year, but then also want to take advantage of it, kind of roll over that momentum. So it's very special to win Q School, and I'm stoked to be here.
Favorite all-time club and why?
Probably my putter. In 2019, I was struggling really hard putting on Korn Ferry Tour. My best friend came down during the Masters week. We went out and played, and I don't think I'd made a putt in months. And I grabbed his putter the Sunday of the Masters. I believe it was when Tiger won. We played early, and I made a couple 10, 15 footers and ended up taking out of his bag. And then I won the next week on the Korn Ferry Tour with it, and then won in Houston with it. And 6 years later, I'm still using it. So, it's a sick putter. The company doesn't exist anymore, but Steve Harrison and Greg Harrison, those guys started the company back when I was on the mini tours, and it's my favorite putter and it's still in the bag. So stole it from my best friend, and
Your best friend's not a tour player?
No, he's a realtor in Ohio. If anybody needs a house, but he's a good player. He's a good player. I gave him one of my other ones, and then after I won, we brought him to Maui as a gift, and so it was.
Really protected?
No, it's pretty beat up now, but it's been good to me. It's been really good to me. So it's definitely my favorite club.
All right, Aldrich, nice start for you today. What was working particularly well?
Hitting the ball a lot better today. Really found something last week at the MX. Kind of started to see some better results, how I wanted to hit the ball, and just worked on it the whole weekend, missing the cut last week, so got some time to do that, and came out here early. So loving the golf course, nice and long, so it's tough, and just enjoying it. Rolling some putts as well, so it's pretty good. What did you find in the swing? Yeah, I'm just trying to see that one shape, little fade. We're seeing some drop lefts out there early in Sony and last week, so just wanted to get rid of that and find a way to see the ball going the one way, and we got there at the end, so I'm really happy. Yep.